Yo, did you see last night's stream? Because I came right back. I came right back.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Cause I'm already back to being a level 9. By 11:30, I'm gonna go off because I have a wheelchair technician guy coming to look at my chair. Ten of dodges and 5 incendios. So I'll switch this for it. I didn't do it. It's gonna be a heavy track. Aren't they? Yeah. Well, I do need some fight time.
I'm sure it's
Ah,
harder
fellas.
to kill a moon calf.
Potato!
Oh, nothing more than luck.
Incendiary. Incendiary. Lumo. Potato!
Stop flitting around like a billywig.
Wow.
Incendiary.
You dare slay one of my own? You will! Admirable trick.
There's a homeboy at.
Potato!
You'll have to fight eventually.
Oh. One. These are 10 dodges. 5 incendios.
Incendiary.
No.
Your poaching days are over.
Yeah, I already got 3 of dodges and 2 casts. So you do a few more. Once I get the flying broom back, it'll be easy. Never had too much moonstones. All things for potion making.
Revelio.
There's a hint of it here.
Revelio. I should investigate.
Aren't we already doing that?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
But Mummy,
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home. Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
I never thought... Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Let's go get the battle we need.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
Hey, Lilith. Yep.
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. Oh dear, not enough money, I'm afraid. I hope to see you again sometime.
How are you doing?
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts,
Later on today, I'm
I
gonna
shouldn't
be on
surprised
Twitch.
at what happened to
Wanna
Arm.
join me? What's going on here?
Incendio!
I took care of that. Now for the other half. Now do 7 more dodges. I do.
Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Revelio. Incendio. Incendio.
Thank you.
Incendio. Incendio. Pass the roads. On the right track.
One more dodge.
Incendio. Yes.
Nothing personal. Another feeling.
An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Anne will regret not joining us. He doesn't come round now.
Ah, you seem tired. I will make you pay.
Incendio.
My young friend.
I won't rest until you're...
How many of you are there?
You will regret coming here.
Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio.
Not quite. Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Your spells glance off at me.
Levioso.
Red Rock will lead us to victory!
Where is he?
Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Why should I? Oh, there you are.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
You don't believe
Incendio.
You won't get away from this. sad. Really, it is.
Accio,
An utterly pitiful
Lumos,
display.
Levioso.
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? That was unexpected.
Right back at you.
Levioso.
Incendio.
Enjoy suffering.
Accio.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's carts.
Yeah, here.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
Cool.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
He do. He do. I need to attend class. There should be one close by. No. This is strictly for the audience. In my other playthrough, I'm much higher. Herbology. It's a
Revelio.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and patch out the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
That's what we can do now.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing... Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Revelio.
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone.
Thank you.
Well, imagine that wasn't
Much
a dummy.
appreciated.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me
Almost
my
11.
damned hearing.
That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Anyone in the wizarding world can outdo the back of the mug.
I find the prices quite reasonable in Hogsmeade.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament. Might some kind soul help me?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Damn.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
No. My caffeine consumption reduces like to Pepsi or 7-Up, or sometimes caffeine-free version.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway,
If I do go for a coffee,
I can't work
it's an
out how to get them
espresso
back on my
from
own.
Starbucks.
I don't think I know the
Or at
necessary
least
spells yet.
Oreo.
I need someone, perhaps
cappuccino
a
blast.
selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. There's the fountain. I'm getting closer. Revelio.
I just do my best. Even though I wasn't here for 2 days, but I do my best.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Wait.
Levioso.
Matter of fact, let me change that to
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
I think it's a sign when you're better.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
all part of leveling up. And there's class right there too.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
That one was easy to find.
Accio.
Levioso.
Revelio.
Hey, what up? How you doing?
Revelio.
That's good to hear. It's up there. Hogwarts Legacy.
Incendio.
I thought I could reach that.
Revelio.
You're welcome. I'm practically right on top of it.
Accio. Revelio.
There's a bunch.
Incendio.
There's a bunch. I do a lot of story campaigns. That's like my specialty that I choose to do. I'm about to play Resident Evil 9 again. For like the fourth time. What is that?
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio.
I'd wager Ravenclaw.
Revelio.
Someone saw a hippogriff fly right past them.
Revelio.
Oh, okay. Sort of like there was another game based on like that. I heard from another creator. I'll check it out. Wouldn't hurt.
Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
I'm having two of the same spell.
Revelio.
Yeah, I'll check it out. What was the name again? The game is called War Thunder. I'll check it out. Thank you.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
That's why I did her mission, because it was right here. It won't let me. It won't let me. I'll just change the quest for now. What kind of world record?
That's the last time I
Shouldn't
ever
there be
pushed an
orders
idea
or
that
someone
I
from the
took
ministry
right
guarding
down.
the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might
What's the whole
need
point
it.
of that?
Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Can you not do that, please?
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Can you please stop? Thank you.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. not an easy
What you
potion
miss?
to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade,
What you
you'd
missed?
also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes,
sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
No, not yet.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
This is my level so far. Level 11. And that's between finding the pages, the secrets, and helping other students.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be
because
everywhere.
they help advance you a little quicker.
Anyone with a troll-sized brain
and then
can brew
helping
an
the
Edurus
other
potion.
students
I'm
does
working
do
on
it
something
too.
that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come
I'll
in.
show you. I'll show you
You're
in
as
the
clever
collection
as
book
I
in a
hoped.
second.
I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant!
Like helping him
Wait
out.
until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Hey, Naz.
Your potion should not be that.
Yeah, because I have a wheelchair technician guy coming to look at my wheels. So he'll be here like in a couple of hours. So I wanted to get an early start. Yeah. Here's my collection pages. Which part? You talking about I didn't know I was in a wheelchair, or you meant to say you didn't know? Nah, nothing to apologize. I don't hide that from nobody. So yeah, I'm 7% in, level 11. and I'm waiting to get back. I'll show you. You're a little late. Thank you. Thank you. I can respect that. So, Reaper, if you're still here, I'll show you my higher level. See, I have this one. This is my higher level. But I'm doing it over for the audience.
I swear she noticed. Well, that's how nice she is. She saw us and pretended not to see.
If I grow up to be a professor, I think I'd like to be like garlic.
What? Because she lets us eat sugar quills in class and pretends not to see.
Yes, that's how kind she is. I'm sure it was only a few years ago that she was having a crafty sugar quill in class.
We're lucky Black doesn't teach herbology. There aren't enough mirrors in the class for that. The man
So this is my higher level. Now back to the other one. Yes, this one is also a Slytherin. Yeah. Also a Slytherin.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, Anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
A well-prepared ritual.
Revelio.
I mean, not many, I might as well.
Your potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
This will take about 15 seconds.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Oh, the smell! Dragon tongue! What happened?
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an orc.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Revelio.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Oh, thank you.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Let me see if I get to that professor now.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
I'm late for class.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Now for my next class. I believe so. Because it's an open world. There's always different things to find or explore. Oh, nuts. What do we have here?
Incendio!
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit. Confringo.
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Oh, there goes my weight.
You're better than that!
Protego.
For long enough now.
Mind the wand!
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Free.
Don't shy away now.
Incendio. Protego. Levioso. Come on. Protego.
Give him what for!
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Act like a winner!
Is that all you've got?
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
See? This is all part of it. And it just helped me level up.
Revelio. Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Good one!
Accio. Incendio.
Excellent form!
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That's it! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Some assistance.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Nobody will miss one.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Potato!
You don't stand a chance against me.
Accio! Incendio!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Do you really think you can... We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body! Reduction!
Please stop!
Head in the cut!
Spears! What was that?
Incendio! Potato! Expelliarmus! Accio!
You just wait till I come down.
Incendio!
Not today!
Accio! Expelliarmus!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
See, by doing this and helping out and practicing your skills, it all goes to leveling up. So even though I'm a level 12, I still gotta do level 4 classes.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these...
Incendiary!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Oh, shoot. That's pretty much it.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book. Professor Fig, Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
Revelio. Scrope? Who is Scrope?
What a name.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh.
That's a hell of an octopus. That's a kraken.
Revelio. Revelio.
Levioso. Accio.
What are you up to now?
I have no idea.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I'm in the area.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
There it is.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place. Revelio. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
It might be.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help.
15 minutes.
Take this toast to the grotto just
But
down
I'll be
the
back
coast,
later, but we're going to be on
and place it on the
Twitch.
pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And...
Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Levioso! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Levioso! Incendio! Protego!
That's why I call it fries like this.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. But she simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
At least he was honest.
Revelio. A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to house elves. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Let me go to the Forbidden Forest.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ah, who needs the unforgivables? Plenty of even Nati.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it.
Incendio!
Stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Protego! Incendio! Nothing to do now, we'll keep going. Incendio! Incendio! Levioso! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! The waterfall. For a thief, Jack was surprisingly as good as his word.
Not all thieves are bad.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Revelio!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
I won't rest.
Incendio.
Dead.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. These rooms must have something to do with opening this door. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Incendio! Potato! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Incendio! I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Potato! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Potato! Incendio! Accio!
Anyone else?
Incendio! Another puzzle. But if Jackal could solve this so good. Levioso! Incendio! It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Protego! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Revelio! An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. This can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? I'll need to look around for the symbol. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Try to try again.
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Protego! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus will disarm you, brutes. Expelliarmus! Protego! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Excuse me.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! 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 Expelliarmus! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I?
We're back in Hogwarts.
Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
I'm leveling up my abilities.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Handy resource indeed.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
I'm sorry.
Revelio.
What do you want? Get away from me!
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Shouldn't be too bad. Hey, Chocolate, what's up? How you doing today?
Revelio.
No. I know the feeling of that.
Incendio. Revelio.
You should give it a try. It's a hell of a game.
Incendio.
I'm just putting my book together.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I already got quite a few. It's one of my special talents. Right now, I'm in classes level 4 and 5, but my wizarding skills is 14.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books.
Still
my arms
towards
get so
the end of the
tired carrying them around all
but
day.
getting towards the middle.
But I must have
But this game is
confused the Latin
huge.
word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I
already
opened my
found
bag
the
just now
main
in the
book that
library,
ties me
it
to
literally
ancient
took
magic.
flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Where's the rest of them?
Accio! Revelio. Accio.
Get over here.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Reading? Why can't students see that?
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I just saw a book fly past me. Where am I bugging?
Accio.
I would jump this shit.
Revelio.
That's not for your ass. Alright guys, I'm about to go for a bit. But I'll be back later tonight, but it's gonna be on Twitch.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
There's one more.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
I'm not saying you were boring, but surely people...
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Sound like Merlin motto. Alright guys, so I'll be back in a little bit